Hi there and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Have you had an opportunity to subscribe to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. Can you believe September is just upon us? It's back to school time. In the best of times, going back to school is always a struggle for both parents and children. Now let's face facts. A summer of fun in the sun, most kids dread going back to school, and parents are usually really excited. This year, however, it's completely different. We've had a great summer, the weather's been great, but of course with COVID-19 around, things have been different. We haven't been able to come and go as we please, and a lot of things have been shut down. Now, with schools ready to reopen, my goodness, next week, no, a week away, teachers are in a predicament. Usually, teachers are back in school the second last week of August, so it would have been this past week. And they're preparing their classroom, they've laid out their lesson plans for the year. This year, however, teachers don't even know what's happening. They don't know what's going on, what classes they're teaching, if in fact they have a class to teach, and if they are going back to the classroom, how are they going to social distance the students? So tentatively right now, according in Ontario, elementary schools, so that's kindergarten to grade, say 8, are going back to school full time. No class limitation sizes, just all stay in the same classroom. But classes are usually 30 students. That's a lot of kids. They've got to do something. High school, they're going back with only 15 students every other day, and then online learning. I want you to think about these factors right now. In the school, the say has 500 students, may have 2 bathrooms for boys and 2 bathrooms for girls, one on each floor, say, if it's a 2-story building. How on earth are 500 children going to wash their hands all the time? It's just not going to happen. They're not going to be able to social distance. They're not going to be able to wash their hands before they eat. And they're not going to be able to keep their hands to themselves. They want to see their friends. They want to be active. They want to be at school. There's going to be so many challenges that students and the teachers are going to be facing. So a lot of parents are now thinking, do we send our kids back to school or not? And this is a legit question, especially if there's a parent or grandparent at home or a child with special needs that are high risk. We know that COVID-19 can kill. We know that it's very contagious and you can't see it. So what are parents to do? If they keep the kids at home, they have to keep the kids home. They have to stay with them. So then their ability to work is challenged. Some students are not great at this online learning, and it's not for everybody. And so unfortunately, some children don't even have access to online, a computer or the web or internet. So these are all factors that people are starting to look at now. So pros of going back to school, let's face facts. Kids miss their friends. They need that social interaction. Sometimes students learn best by working individually or in a small group with their teacher present. Other activities may happen that the students would otherwise wouldn't get. But is it worth the risk of their health? I have no idea what's going to happen in September, and I really feel for the teachers because they're so uncertain. Do they plan lessons for in-person? Do they plan them for online? Do they have both aspects? I think we're going to find out within the first 2 weeks. There might be a spike in the amount of cases for COVID-19, and that will tell people right away. They may very well shut down the schools again. We don't know. The problem with this whole thing is the students are caught in the middle. Yes, obviously teachers are going to be very affected, parents are going to be affected, but these students, it's their learning, it's their opportunity and right to an education. If we're so worried and trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to, where is the quality of education going to be? We can't expect teachers to problem solve and come up with those solutions to the COVID-19 dilemma at schools. That's what the Ministry of Education is for. They've got enough on their hands, but the kids, their education and their learning opportunities need to be available to them. Here's my solution. Now, of course, nobody's going to listen to me, but this is what I'm going to say. I think we need to have options. We need to have the opportunity for students to learn online in an environment that allows them for interaction with other students. And we also need to provide supports for the families. So what that means is obviously the parents need to work. So we need to come up with something that's going to work, whether it's going to be tutors that can work virtually with the students. There needs to be a way that the Ministry of Education needs to come. They're talking about providing money to hire more teachers. They can hire student teachers, or they can hire TAs, educational assistants, something to work virtually with students so that there's support for the teacher, but there's also opportunities for the students to learn in a conducive, healthy environment. If the students are going back to school, which they are right now, tentatively, then there needs to be some serious guidelines for both parents, teachers, and students. And without those guidelines, we're going to have chaos. I just see the numbers skyrocketing, and unfortunately, it's going to be the kids and the teachers that lose out. So what are your thoughts? What were your memories of going back to school? I used to love going back and finding the perfect outfit to wear back on the first day of school, getting all new school supplies, and going out and meeting my friends I hadn't seen in ages. It was so much fun. We always looked forward to it. This year, though, I don't think the students are looking forward to it at all. They're afraid, and I don't blame them. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you have any solutions or ideas that we should be pitching to the Ministry of Education, to anybody out there, and we need to support the teachers. We do. You need to have their backs. So send me a comment. Send me a message. I'd love to hear it. And until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share. And to all those students and teachers heading back to school, the best of luck to you all. We've got your back. Till next time, see ya.